Yeah, man. Thank you for joining the show, man.
Anytime.
Ace
Thank you for having me, man.
Ace Boogie, man. Like, yo, this is I've been enjoying your music. I like your style. I like your
Appreciate it.
vibe, man. Like you get it. I like the Friday. I need to go on that motherfucker. Go ahead and spend $1. You ain't even hitting niggas for much.
You
You
feel
just
me?
like
I want $1, bro.
that's it. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Honorable DJ Metal Monkey Radio Show. And today I got my dog Ace Boogie. Straight.
Cause we behave like animals in a cage. Mainstream media, NRA, FDA, plus the USA. They cast spells on the home of the brave. Free Larry Hoover them for minimum wage. And I can't vote for the games we play. And I can't vouch for a better place. And a rat race pace ain't no time to pray. Cause the spelling bee spelling out the life we made. Cherish the moment of a wonderful place. Cause the bar ain't worried about mistakes today. Cutting the grass ain't keeping them snakes away. Only me and you can, we the people. Only me and you can, we the people. Only me and you can, we the people.
Straight out of Detroit, right?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
You was born and raised in that motherfucker? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Finkel and Mark Twain, and then I moved downriver after I graduated high school.
I really thought you was like because of your swag, I somehow
Mm.
had it in my head you was from the West Coast.
Nah.
I know
I,
it's fucked up, but at least I'm telling the truth.
growing up, though, I listened to a lot of like YG, Kendrick, Dr. Dre, and all them. So it's a lot of West Coast influence, probably. So.
Yeah. Yo, man. So you got this I guess we'll start out because I ain't never had you on the show before. So
Mm.
like tell me about your like your beginning so we can knock that part out.
Uh, Honestly, I got started with when I first started making music, I wasn't even making music. I was making like spoken word pieces. So I would drop like this was like when I was in my senior year of high school. I was dropping like I think it was like two spoken word pieces, and I tried to make like an album of those, and
Yeah.
that wasn't going so well. So I tried to transition into like making music, but I didn't really know how to like craft music, write on the beat, kind of get in the beat. And it was always sounding like me trying to rap. Like, you know how songs where it sound like people talking into it, like where it sound like a conversation compared to, oh, this motherfucker just trying to rap.
Yeah.
Um, so that's really like the musical part. And then like what made me start is like I can take it back to middle school. Me and my four friends, we had like a little small group, just like eighth grade. And that's what made me like getting to listen to more music, getting into actually like wanting to make music. And then I started making it in high school with a bunch of other friends. And then like 2015, I think I dropped my first project. This was when I was, let's see, 2015. That's like when I was like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I've been doing this for a little minute. 2017 dropped like an extra project with like merch, CDs, the little pin buttons, stuff like that, like hard value kind of stuff. And then it kind of grew from there. Just really, I would say, just really getting my flowers now. I'm about 15 years in. Not an overnight thing for real.
Yeah. That's fucking dope though. Like you remember your first rhymes ever? Like your first rap, like when you
Uh, my first rap, I think it was called Today's Society, and this was 2000 and had to have been like 2012, 2013. It was just about like the economic state of the world, the the presidential election. Then we had Barack Obama coming off the George Bush election and shit like that. So it's just kind of some not like woke shit, but woke shit.
yeah, that's
Um, I I ain't never really been into all that like club music kind of stuff. I ain't never been a club song maker.
yeah.
So
That's the funniest thing. It's like when people learn how to rap for real, they start becoming like that's the first thing you do is be conscious because you're conscious of the world and you like, I'm gonna come different.
Yeah,
and then you find out like, yo, man, damn, this is a lane. I don't want to do
yeah,
all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of makes you kind of,
yeah, right.
yeah, yeah. What brought you to this? Did you have a lot of support? Was it I mean, how the journey been so far? Mm. Man, this fucking don't tell me this thing started doing this.
But my mom would always tell me like if I was like cussing in my raps or saying the B word and shit like that, calling them bitches and hoes, she was like, we gonna stop that there. And then that kind of like for a while I didn't for like a good 6 years I didn't like have cussing in my music. So that's kind of what like made my
Oh,
sound different and what made people like kind of listen and gravitate towards like the real life stuff he's saying because it's not like overly graphic or anything like that. Um, and I kind of gravitate towards stuff like that because sometimes in life, like, and I always say this, like everybody goes through the same thing, just not at the same time. So it's like you never know what message that you may need last week that somebody needs to hear next week.
damn, that was powerful. Shit, that's real shit too. Um,
Yeah, you feel me?
yeah, man. Like, what? So like when you started, when you dropped your first project that had, your merch and you finally got it together, that was around COVID, right?
Like 3 years before.
Yeah, yeah,
This was like 2017, 2018.
yeah. What did you do around the COVID time though? Was you still pushing that or?
Um, Around COVID time, I was just kind of recording. You know, we had the curfews then, like we had to be in the
Yeah.
house by like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whatever the fuck it was. So I would record during the day and I was an essential worker because I was working at the airport.
Oh
So they gave
shit.
me the right to go to and from work. So they didn't really trip on that. But after I get off at like say 3 or 4, I go to the studio for a couple hours, knock some songs out. But it was all like pretty much all social media work. I didn't really like social media back then, but that was COVID put you in an era where everybody had to be on social media. Everybody had to have a
Yeah.
following there. So I feel like that's where like I was there. I was just building a catalog, making fans, making friends, and all that.
Yeah. I feel you, man. Like I seen that you did 20 shows already this year. And that's why I
Yeah.
said, like, yeah, you was building a lot of it looked like you was for me, it looked like you was building up a lot of momentum over the time,
Mhm.
and then you just started
Mhm.
going, you know. It looks
Yeah.
it looks good though. Like I was checking out your stuff like this Friday album. What was the inspiration behind it?
Mhm. Honestly, so that came about because so I put a project out back in October with Friday being like the lead single with the video on YouTube and all that.
Yeah,
And that project was called Don't Back Down. That was pretty much a story about like
yeah,
no matter through life's ups and downs, you gotta keep pushing, keep trekking because you never know what's gonna happen at the end of that finish line. So I dropped that in like October. I think that was like Halloween. So after that, like I started noticing out of I think it was like 6 songs on that. Out of those 6 songs, that one song was kind of like the most I would hear about. So I'm like, okay, bet. So then like this was around like maybe December, January. I normally drop something for my birthday, which is in February. I'm like, okay, the song Friday, I'm going to remix it twice. And then it's 3 Friday movies Friday, next Friday, Friday after next. It would be
yeah,
kind of sweet if I put like a mashup of every character, every moment, put that on the cover, come out with 2 remixes, and charge $1 for it with
yeah,
like people who I know that people want to be on. Like the first song on Don't Back Down is called Blessed with my man Scott A. People really liked his verse and how he sounded. So I'm like, okay, bet. I'm gonna throw him on one. So boom. So then the second one, me and my partner, I'm in a collective with Rap Camp. And inside that collective is me and Jess Naz, who formed Just Boogie. We also have a project out. So we were doing
yeah,
that at the time. So I'm like, I'm gonna carry that into that as well because people like to hear those songs too. And then boom, it just kind of became a wave to where people are like, yo, I wanna hop on that song. I wanna do a verse. I wanna remix it. I wanna do this. I'm like, come on with it. We can throw some
Yeah,
content together. I'll post it on Instagram. I'll keep it running. And then
yeah,
I was like, you know what? It's every time I walk into somewhere, they're singing like lines from that song. So I'm like, I'll make some merch too. And
yeah,
I run it to the ground.
yeah.
So it's that song has been out for a good like 6 months before it started like getting its attention. So it's like
Damn.
people need to start, and that's why I ain't really pressed on like I used to be all about like pushing music, pushing more music out.
Yeah,
It's like some people just need you to circle back to what you already got before they figure it out.
yeah, yeah. Because it's
So
like,
I feel like that's what happened.
yeah, yeah, working the records like the record company will be working the motherfuckers. That's what a lot of indie artists don't
Right.
get.
Yeah.
Like a lot of indie artists, they don't realize like that's the sweet spot. If you got these songs, you
Mm.
can work these motherfuckers. You could just work them like and like
Yeah.
how you said,
Exactly.
like with these remixes. Because I ain't gonna lie, that Friday song, this is because you got a lot of good shit in your catalog. I've been listening to your music, like.
Mm.
But the thing about the
Appreciate it.
Friday song, you can do remixes into the end of time for that motherfucker because
Yeah.
the way it flow is just a cool ass
Because
song.
everybody got their own story.
Yeah, and just like you throw a nigga on that bitch every 2 weeks, goddamn, and we run that shit up. Like
Mm.
it's one of them ones, and
You
I
know.
I, I like that because I didn't know because I seen the Friday after next, and I was like, what is with this Friday
Mm.
shit? And I saw it because it's working because you gonna play the motherfucker all the way through no matter what. You know what I mean? Like especially if you smoke
Yeah.
and forgot to hit next or anything, you just let the motherfucker play. It ain't even bad. It's like it's a vibe. Um,
Mm.
so do you engineer all of this?
I do, yeah. So I engineer, I mix, master. I come up with all my covers in Canva. I got the $10 pro feature. Everybody should invest in that as well because
Yeah, we right.
that shit it edits videos. It comes up with I ain't even gonna say it comes up with cover arts, but it's pretty much like Photoshop. And you
Yeah,
can edit pictures in there. You can edit videos, make flyers. I make all the flyers in there. Pretty much one stop shop. The only thing I don't do is shoot videos.
yeah, and you really can if you can do all the extra shit that you do, you definitely could shoot videos.
Mm. I feel like
um,
that's more tedious though.
yeah, it could be, I guess. You know,
Mm.
I don't know, man. I see the Don't Back Down though. So that came out in 2025. That's the one you was just talking about. That
Yeah,
make me
yeah.
proud. Like that's what make me
I
proud.
think that's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. What was the inspiration behind the Make Me Proud?
Um,
Like,
Honestly, just because so I feel like a lot of people don't get a chance to get their flowers, whether that's between their friends, their family, like their loved ones. Um, so it's just like I feel like I want to be in a certain circumstance where I make people feel like I make them proud, no matter if I make the bad choice, the wrong choice, the right choice. It's just all about being yourself at the end of the day and not being afraid to live the life that you're supposed to live because we all got our own choices. We all got our own minds and opinions. So it's just no matter what I do, I feel like I want to make the people around me like make it feel like I'm worthwhile being around them.
right. I feel you on that, man. That's
There's a lot of people who just got bums sitting around them not doing nothing all day.
yeah. Like yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. And then now it's even worse. Like, nobody goes
Mm.
outside too much, and everybody.
Yeah.
Like around that time, like when you say you started rapping around those years, you got your little pump, you had Extentacion, you had well, Juice
Mm.
came a little bit after that, but you had Mac Miller, you had, around them years. And so what everybody
Mm.
I think they try to do is try to play hermit. Like, remember those guys used to have like they used to act like they was a bedroom rapper, you know what I'm saying? Or like They was
Yeah.
antisocial pretty much. That was their gimmick, was anti-socialism. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I think some people took
And I
that.
don't work with a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and I think what people took was they took that attitude on, and that's really was just what they was just showing the public. They was playing as part of their gimmick. You have to have a lot of
Mm.
people. Like I see that y'all have like a collective. Tell me about that, man. Like
Yeah.
I see your networking game is fucking
Let's
crazy.
see.
That's the whole point of me saying all that.
And the funny thing is, I used to be in that non-social gimmick. Like I used to not be on social media. I used to not like I felt it was lame to if somebody didn't share your shit that you can't share their shit. But at the same time, it's like if I think something is sweet, I'm gonna share it. So one day, I think it was, let's see, I started following Rap Camp, and like I saw this was at the time where like I wasn't getting booked and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, they do an open mic, they do these shows. I'm gonna try to see what this is about because I want to perform and see if there's like how does this open mic work? How does this showcase work? How do I get involved with networking with the person who's running it? So one day it was at the Willis Show Bar. This was one of Rap Camp shows. Like,
Yeah,
so I hit the person who runs it. His name's Kilo. Great guy. I appreciate everything he does for me. He puts us on a platform, make sure everybody's in one lane with each other, make sure we interact. So I came down there. I really just came down there to check out the show, to meet him, slap fives, hang out for a little bit, do the little networking thing for the first time by myself. Um, and fortunately for me, one of his acts bailed out, and he was like, "Well, if you got at least 10 minutes worth of music, go ahead and give it to the DJ and do your thing." So
what?
I'm like, I ain't gonna say no. So I'm scrolling through my phone. I just pick like three or four random songs. And ever since then, it's just been a meeting more people throughout that group. Like BZ Brown, Axel, Just Naz. I already knew Krim because we went to high school together.
That
I
motherfucker
met
can rap
Foy
her
through
ass off.
Krim. Uh, for sure. Been like that since she was fucking 14 when we started going to Cass.
That shit is almost unreal, ain't it?
um, yeah. She's great. And just since then, it's been kind of like it's not an obligation, but it's more of a teamwork kind of thing. Like everybody appreciates each other in that camp. Um, Not even to have a play on words there, but everybody like appreciates each other. Everybody shares each other's stuff. Everybody buys each other's stuff. They show up to each other's shows. Granted, we're on a lot of shows together,
Yeah,
but at the same time, even when we're not, we still show up for each other. We're still there. We're keeping the same energy, and that's all that's about. And I feel like that's why a lot of us in that group and the group itself has a lot of motion.
yeah, and yeah, and that's what made me to be honest, like no, I don't know. It was it y'all bringing something cool because like I know all of the guys that surround y'all, everybody got their own thing that they do. And then to
Right.
go online and see that y'all fuck with each other, that's what make you like as a fan or a DJ, that's what make
Yeah.
me want to like embrace everybody because you like, oh, he got this, he got that, he got that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And like even with your
Yeah.
shit,
Like outside these rooms, they really talk to each other. Like they cool
right.
outside these rooms. Like it ain't no facade. It's not fake.
Right, right, yeah, right, and because you know in this music you got a lot of shit. Motherfuckers be acting like they best friends and they don't even know each other. It's just some internet shit, and you be like, what the fuck?
Right.
Uh,
Bet. Exactly.
yeah. How much do you ever overthink some things? Like I seen you talking about overthinking on Instagram, and I was like, what was you talking about? Do
Um.
you remember?
Oh, where I said, yeah. I think that was the post where I was like, just because you're not getting like a lot of attention towards your posts, don't think it's not good. Don't think it's bad. It just it ain't came across the right timeline yet. And I feel like I used to be in that overthinking bubble. Like I used to sit in the studio for hours trying to write one song because it's like I wonder what A, B, and C is gonna think about it, or I wonder if this person hears it, what they gonna think about this one line compared to like how I record now. Like whenever I record, it's just whatever space I'm in and it takes me there, then it gotta take me there. And if you don't like it, then somebody else gonna like it. You may not, but
Yeah, I'm about to
at
say,
the end
like,
of the day, you feel me?
yeah, we're at a point in history to where, like, you really honestly have to think that way, because it's like somebody will. Like, I
Mm.
mean, the fuck, like, it's so many people, so many listeners. It's 8 billion
Yeah,
people on the planet. Like, have you ever looked at,
you know?
like, you use Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Or like, okay, so sometimes on Facebook, I'm gonna tell you, well, a lot of people be thinking nobody's seeing their stuff. No, they probably didn't hit the button. Like they might have didn't touch the button, but if you look at your views on Facebook, you'll see that
They see it.
it might be 1,000 people that just looked at your shit and you have
Yeah.
nobody wanted to hit that button. And that's cool. Just know that 1,000 people seen that shit.
Just keep posting. Somebody seen it. Just keep
Yeah.
posting. And the attention, and I ain't gonna say attention, but like the likes gonna come, the shares gonna come, the comments gonna come, the reposts gonna come. You gotta show you're being consistent. You just gotta do you. Like at the end of the day, it's just all about doing you. Don't be afraid to be corny and hop on the internet. I used to hate making content on Instagram. Now it's like I see how important it is because we were at a show in Indiana and it was me, Foy, Kilo, Beezy, and Blizzard. We all rode together. So this we stopped to get some snacks at Meyer and to charge the car up because we was driving in an electric car. And Foy brought out a motherfucking he brought out a tripod and he started recording videos and content and stuff like that. And you know how like big and stocky he is,
Yeah.
how cocky and cool he look. I thought for a little bit, I'm like, man, I'm like, if I think I'm too cool for this and he's just doing it, I'm like, bro, send me the link to that tripod. I'm about to hop on Instagram and do the content thing too to push my music, man. I got to because something got to change.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's like, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, man. That's all it's about, and that's what helps you get in front of people. They want to see your face. They don't want to see the cover. They want to see you. Like it's
Yeah.
cool to post covers, but they want to. You got to have that face to face relationship with your fans, with your support system.
Yeah, you do. That's what I mean. Like I'm serious, and that sold you to me because like at the end of the day, I'm watching Instagram and stuff like that, and all of your videos that you're
Mm.
talking. I mean, you one of those people. You're an attention grabber. Like when you saying something, like people's gonna listen just because of the way you look. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
no homo, but I'm just saying, like just by the way you look, like you know what I mean? Real shit. Like that's yeah, because I don't,
Yeah.
the New York niggas pause or whatever the fuck. But like I I will listen to the whole message because you're one of those people want to see what you got to say, what's coming out of that body. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
all of y'all have that it factor though. It reminds me of fucking I remember
Mm.
did write them Funk Doctrine and then it was Odd Future. That's sort of what like
Yeah.
that remind me of when
And
I
our
used
future went crazy.
yeah, because
They was on the internet just doing shit, being them.
yeah, and you could just go to each
To this day,
yeah,
I still watch, and I watch it because of how like ahead of his time it was. Tyler the Creator, A Day in Ladera, like just the vlog era, just doing stuff like what they did. Like it's just that's all it is, bro. They was ahead of their time, and now we're just catching up to it.
yeah, and then everybody had their own shit. Like when you listen to everybody's different record,
Yeah.
it was a different record. They did something different, and that's what made that dope. And
Mm.
for years, that's not really been there until like I stumble upon y'all. I got that now. Like I can actually because Detroit got a lot of talent, but then like collectively
Yeah.
looking for people who ain't trying to kill each other and all of that shit. Like
Collectively, I think we the best.
yeah, yeah, I think so too.
You put us in a room, we gonna come out.
It's a done deal on every level. Y'all niggas hitting every syllable. Like y'all hitting every level.
You feel me?
Y'all got something for anybody.
We got a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Corktown Music Fest. Did y'all do that already?
Mhm.
Yeah. How?
Yeah. So that was like the end of what's this May? That was like the end of April.
Mm. Yeah, I be getting my months mixed up at this point. Like,
Same.
yeah, because y'all had the anime music fest and then all of that. Do the people
Hmm.
like you grow? How is it? I seen you talking about people not showing up or people showing up, and that's the funniest shit in rap. I want to know your take on like when you tell a person I got a show and like do they show up often? Do they not? What's these? I mean, how do you feel about that? I know that's some aggravating shit.
They used to not show up, and I used to get like real mad about it. But now I don't care because it's like you're either gonna show up or you're not. It's like it. So there's three people. So there's the people that come. There's the
Yeah.
people who you meet at the show, and then they start coming. And then there's the people who don't come, and then they text you afterwards and be like, "How's your shows going, bro?" And it's like, motherfucker, come on, come to the show and find out. Like, that's I don't mind it like I used to. Like I used to get offended. Now I just whenever I post them online, I try to make sure everybody sees it. And then if you don't come, you don't come. Um, a lot of the shows we do have a pretty good, decent crowd, and I try to make a new fan every time I go. So I got people now who are like texting me and messaging me on Instagram, "Hey, I'm coming to this show," or "I'm coming to this show," or "I just bought a T-shirt and I'm coming to this show," and stuff like that. So it's changed over the years for sure. Now that they see things are kind of rolling and kind of slow snowballing.
Yeah. That shit's people always say, "Hey man, let me come to you." And I always tell people that like all entertainers, I always say this, man. It's two people I don't look for support from. That's family and that's motherfuckers I
Mhm.
grew up with. If you
Yeah,
family
it's
and
always gonna be the strangers that support you first.
they gonna because this is why though
Unfortunately.
it's a logical thing, you know what I'm saying? It took me to get old to realize this shit, man. The reason why is because they're used to the character that you used to be. And that's their
Hmm.
safe spot with you. That's what they're cool with. That's familiar.
Yeah.
And you can live and die and be that way. But as soon as you change,
Mhm.
even if it's for the better, especially for the better, they're not gonna recognize that character in you, and it'll start jealousy or it'll start like some type of clash because they still trying to hold on to what they be like, that motherfucker switched up on me. No, he had to for the better of his life. He had to grow up, you know.
Yeah. Right.
So I don't look for them people to support me because they usually toxic because they still want you to be the old you.
Yeah.
You want those new motherfuckers. You want
Hmm.
like me that's a thousand miles away. You know what I'm saying? You want that type of shit because
Yeah.
like people that you already know, they gonna be your fan regardless when you fucking blow up.
Hmm. And eventually your family does come around. Like friends and family do come around. I still I don't look at nobody no kind of way, but the support does come around eventually. And some people support you, some people don't. I don't take it personal.
Yeah,
I got the support from a lot of my friends now. I have support from a lot of my family now.
yeah.
But a lot of it came my first like genuine supporters was from like obviously it'll be like my mom and my cousin,
If mama love
and
it,
the strangers
everybody got to.
first.
Yeah, yeah. If mama love it, everybody got to back off. If mama
Yeah.
cool with it, man, look, I got this. That's how you got to
Hmm.
feel.
But it
um,
was for sure the strangers showed the most love for sure.
yeah, yeah. And then like I say, like because the longer I mean, just like anybody who blow up, then everybody that you know will be with you then anyway. It's just that I keep that
Mm,
as my motivation to keep going forward on whatever I do, whether it's my laundromat or if
right.
it's this shit. Like I just look at it to where like when it does good, everybody's coming around. I'm just looking for them new
Yeah.
motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Hmm.
so
Looking for
you
ways to elevate it.
yeah, so how did you get into cannabis, man? You smoke weed?
Every now and then. I started smoking probably like I think it was like my first year of college. And I had never smoked before, but I had like
Wow.
I was a a resident advisor in one of the halls at Wayne State when I first started going. I dropped out 3 times. I'm about to graduate in about a year.
My nigga.
Since I've been back, so thank God on that. Um, when I first started in 2012, my resident advisor friends, they would like go hang out to smoke, and I never like I'd hang out with them while they smoked, but I never like partook in it. And then it was one weekend, it was like a Saturday or something like that, and we had a vacation. We went to their weed man's house, and this was my first time smoking. Um, my first time smoking was with a gas mask.
What?
Yeah, so that was the first time I did it, and then like since then, it was like back then I used to smoke a lot, but now now it's like every so often just because I don't really like sit down and make time for it.
Yeah.
Um, I do it like more recreationally, like at shows or after a show or like just a little bit before the show. Like the pre rolls I got, I take like 2 hits after work, put it out, or before a show I take like 3 or 4 hits, put it out. Same thing,
Yeah. That's smart though, man.
not
Like,
not real heavy.
yeah, you can't be high all goddamn day. And that's what some people don't know. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta choose your times. Like when I'll write my podcast out
Mm,
a million times before I do the motherfucker. And then when I can
mm.
do it, I have a blunt limit. I'm only gonna smoke three. You know what I mean? Or one per, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, session. You know what I mean? But you gotta put yourself on autopilot. And some people try to smoke all day, every day. And I'd be like, bro, like you gotta
Yeah.
eventually stop. Like, especially when you get older.
Cause you're not after a while, you're not getting high no more. Like at what point during your session do you feel like you're actually still getting high, or are you just like you just smoking to take up space?
Yeah.
Because after a while, you do stop getting high when you're getting high. Because it's like, okay, this is the limit, and
Yeah.
then that's when people start doing like edibles. They start doing other shit, and
All
it's
that
like,
other,
nah, bro, I'm nah.
yeah, all that other shit, man. Like, nigga, you just
Mm,
yeah, and but when you really gotta, especially with entertainment, you gotta retain information. And sometimes like getting high
yeah,
during the process is
getting
just
high, getting drunk, and just
yeah,
being like just it don't work out well. It kind of it sometimes it ruins the moment. Like especially if you're in a room with other people who aren't like on that same like non-sober level, it won't level out the room.
yeah, yeah.
So a lot of times, like even when I do smoke, I do it like because I record in my office. So it's
Mm.
like if I do smoke, it's like a couple hours before, and then I just kind of zone out.
Like, man, the 1-800 cares. Like, what is that, bro?
Okay, 1-800 cares. So that's a nonprofit group derived from another group called 1-800 Parlay. It's a 1-800 Cares itself is a nonprofit organization that's not affiliated with 1-800 Parlay. Just
Just
I don't want it to get confused that this nonprofit is betting because they're not. 1-800 Parlay started a separate group with people who want to do like nonprofit stuff where they care for the community, do stuff in the community. So we do stuff like Thanksgiving drives where we give out food or we give out money to families in need. Same thing with Christmas. We'll adopt like 1 or 2 families, get some clothes, get some toys,
mm,
get coats for kids. We do the back to school drive with book bags, notebooks, pencils, all that. And like right now, we're doing a summer drive since the kids are out, getting them some toys, some household items, stuff for outside, recreational clothes, and just stuff like that. So 100 Cares is definitely 100% part of the community.
that's what's up, man. That is the dopest shit. And
Yeah.
that's what I thought it was. Y'all got an event or something like that coming up, or was that this month?
For what 1-800 Cares?
Yeah. Oh, what's that?
We got the drive going right now. It
Right now.
ends in like the
July
third week of
20,
June, just
June
about June
21st or something
June
like that.
21st, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man. I think that's pretty cool, man. So shows wise, like you like recording or performing better?
Ah man, damn, that's a hard question. Just because like it flip flops so much. I feel like right now I like performing more because it's like I'm seeing now more than ever like what songs people like compared to like how I feel during recording. Like when I
Right,
recorded
right.
Friday, I knew it was like this pretty good song, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I started performing it, and then people are like, "This is a really good fucking song." And then
Yeah.
it's like now it's like it's a song where people are singing it back to me. I'm seeing that. I'm hearing that on the internet, just stuff like that. So I say performing just because I feel like every time I perform, it's always somebody singing a different song, whether that's Friday, whether that's Time, and it's just stuff like that. Like even my DJ, he sings on one of my songs, and like it's not even like he has a part
Oh,
where he's singing, like it's not his like words or anything like that. It's he's singing the sample to one of the songs, and then on Friday he also just wrote a verse. So it's like at this show that's coming up Friday, he's gonna perform that for the first time. So it's just like little stuff like that makes me eager and makes me have more fun with performing and wanting to perform more.
that shit dope. That's out. Yeah, I thought I heard.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, I think the Friday, like, I ain't gonna lie, like remixing that Friday thing is a thing, man. You on
Mm.
TikTok, right?
Yeah. I need to get on TikTok more. But every time I post something, and I think I know why, is because when I edit my videos, I don't do it inside any of those apps. I do it out in a separate app, and then I upload that video to that social media
Me too.
platform.
Me too. Yeah.
Every time I do something and post it to TikTok, they'll copyright it for my song. Like they'll take it down because I have my songs like put through the system. So it's like I think I just have to edit it within TikTok and re-upload it or figure out a way to uh, to edit those better and post on TikTok. I need to get on TikTok because when I first posted Friday on TikTok, like I did like an actual edit to whereas like my verse and the hook, it went. I think it was like 4,000 views the first time I posted it. So it's like
Damn.
the stuff is there, like the attention
Shit.
is there for me. I gotta figure out my algorithm how to fix it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. TikTok is very tough. Like I, I semi don't like it because it makes people memory short. But I post on there just because, like, it's
Yeah.
it's tough.
It's kind of like Facebook for me. Every time I share my post from Instagram to Facebook, they hit me with a copyright thing, and I gotta submit a dispute. And I'm at the point where my disputes in the where it's like describe the issue. My issue be like, LOL, it's Ace Boogie again. This is my song. And I put that in the thing every time I have to put in a dispute, bro. So I feel like I gotta do that with TikTok.
That's crazy. Everybody going through that. Like recently, I seen somebody just talking about that. They getting flagged for their own music. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah. So it's like and they'll take your page down. Like if you do it too many times and they hit you with too many copyrights, like on
Yeah,
TikTok, they'll just take your page.
yeah,
Facebook won't do it because then they'll recognize it because they have like actual people in the system there. But I don't think TikTok does, so they'll just take your page down.
yeah. I think TikTok is all AI. Like it's just driven off
Hmm.
of AI, not like real people judge like working at Meta. Meta just let a lot of people go. So
Yeah.
like, you know, um, yeah, let me see. So we got it's 141. Can we take a 5 minute break real quick and I email you right back for the
All
second
right,
half?
what's good, y'all? Me in Pontiac at the 248 hotspot, man. Me, DJ Rampage, Major Motion Boys. Get your ass here. Going live soon. 121 North Saginaw Street. See you there.
I had to answer like all these dang on inboxes. People like the inbox while you podcasting. It's like, no, 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 no. It's fucking Ace Boogie turn tonight, nigga. Like,
Yeah,
like,
that's why I had to hop on the. That's why I put my other phone over here so I wouldn't get interrupted if
oh,
anybody called.
you
Can't
oper
call that one.
you operate with the two phones?
No, I edit on one, and then this is like my actual phone. So the one that I'm on Zoom, that I got Zoom, Instagram, my Shopify, and then the app I use to fucking edit videos on there.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's I try to balance my shit like that, man. Like I got a device for everything, and it helps. But it definitely helps.
And it keeps my space to a minimum on my other one. That way, all the stuff I used to have on this phone, now I can just have it over here because I strictly edit and stuff over there. Canva, InShot, all that.
You know, when you see that damn triangle at the top of your phone, that should say
Mhm.
you need more space. You like, what
Yeah.
the fuck, man? Oh man, have you ever used that app called UCut?
You cut? I don't think I ever heard of it.
Yeah, man, I've been using that shit since 2017. That shit
Say,
fire.
say you cut? It's an app.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just like CapCut. It's just
Mm.
before it was before CapCut.
Is it spelled YOU or just you?
Yeah, wow, you. Yeah,
YOU. I used CapCut before. I ain't never heard of you cut.
yeah, you cut is fucking
Okay,
man.
I see.
Yeah, it's about the same. I mean, it's about the same as CapCut. It do the same thing. It's just the
Yeah,
father of CapCut. And a lot of people say, I don't know what
like
UCut
this.
is. And I'm like, how did I find that shit? I've been using it for 10 years. Like,
Yeah, I like this. I like how it look. I'm gonna
yeah,
have to check it out. I'm gonna download it.
cool transitions. I mean, all that shit is very easy to use.
Mm.
Yeah, I fuck with that heavy. That's why when you were saying shoot music videos, I was like, shit, I could get you cut and shoot music videos while driving, like straight
Mm.
up. Like I could edit that
The,
shit just like that. Like,
the most I can do is like if I have my in shot pulled up and I can like sync my words to the song. Well, sync my lips to the song and then take the audio, drop the audio out, and then make it. That's the most I can do. A whole music video, I don't think I could.
yeah,
There's a
I
lot that goes in there.
yeah, it is. And yeah, it is. It is. That it but I was gonna ask you, all right, so I like how your career looks. Like when I'm looking at your career, I'm looking at it like it's like a trajectory of going up. You everything gets better and better leading up to now. And then you said this is your busiest year so far, and I see a bright future. What are you what have you got from the game of hip hop and what are you giving to the game of hip hop?
What I've gotten from it, I would say, and I was just gonna make a post about it tomorrow. Probably still will. Just have patience. A lot of us. So there's people who it's in their story that they're going to be an overnight success. Like is going to they're going to immediately take off no matter what they do. But for the 90% of us, it's a uphill battle and it's a battle with time. So just kind of have patience with yourself. Don't be scared to kind of step out the box and remove your ego.
Yeah.
I've taken that more than I should have back then. I feel like if I knew that back then I'd probably be in that 10% that automatically would just like pop like that. But um, unfortunately, that's not how my story's written. But as
Bang.
far as that, I feel like time and patience is what I'm getting from all of this. Like I said, I'm 32 now. I've been doing this since I was 17, 18. So I'm almost 20 years in. Just about and what I'm giving back is just that same knowledge and the same resources that I didn't have. I mix and master at a small fee. I used to do it for free until like people started hitting me up more consistently about it.
Mhm.
Then because that shit takes time, so it's like I had to put a price tag on it. It's a small price tag. It's a very small price tag, but it's like it lets me know, okay, this person's serious. So I'll help them out. I'll give them advice or I'll give them something that I didn't have, like which is like the proper guidance, the proper advice, and just stuff to avoid, stuff to look for, just stuff like that. Because I feel like a lot of people who come into this, they come into a blind eye. Like you come in young, you get pushed around by people who've been here for a while. They charge you 500 or 200 for a 10-minute set. They charge you 300 to show 30 seconds of your music video on a blue screen on their interviews. and just shit like that, man. People get taken advantage of.
Yeah,
And I just want
yeah,
to be that person to where I can gravitate you towards what's a red flag and what's not and what to look out for.
yeah. That's very much needed, man. Like, and you said something right. It's yeah, the game got nasty for a minute there because the
Mm.
payola and stuff like that. Because at the end of the
Yeah,
day, it should be like respectfully, you know what I'm saying? You should make money. You know what I'm saying? Because all of this shit costs money to do, to entertain, it costs money. But uh
it shouldn't
e-
be the driving force of why you do it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like ethics is a motherfucker. Like you got to have some type of like code of ethics. Do
Mm.
you how do you deal with that though? Like does that make you more independent? Because you do a lot of stuff, like you do what graphic art, engineering. I mean, you're knocking out costs like a motherfucker with your talents.
Yeah.
Um, how do you look at it, like paid for shows and stuff like that? Like, how do you look at that?
Um, I just look at it like if, and I know I should look at it differently just because of how long I've been doing it and that I want to do it like as a profession. But sometimes it ain't always going to be bells and whistles. You're not always going to get
Yeah,
paid for shows. You're not always going to get paid for features. You're not always going to get paid for this, that, and the third, just because it's not set up like that. But I do have control of a lot of say so. Like I'm not gonna do a show where it's like I come in and do 7 minutes for free. I'm probably not even coming for 7 minutes,
yeah,
just because it's like I've been doing it for so long and I have so much in my catalog and I have a social media
yeah,
following, like an organic social media following that I built that I feel like I have worth behind it. I have worth behind what I can charge. Like I don't knock people over the head, period. Like my studio is very well priced. I don't think
yeah.
I have anything over $50 like per anything, and like I include stuff so
Right.
like that. Yeah, I don't put a high price
That's
tag on anything because it's like I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. And
yeah,
a lot of people do show love where they have a low price tag, and it's like that's cool, and I appreciate that because it's like some people can't afford certain things at a certain point until they get to a certain point, and then it's like okay, now I kind of have to raise the price a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you in advance, hey, this is what's happening, and I do that too. Like when I
yeah,
went from doing the engineering for free, I'm like, hey, I'm like over the weekend just because of the influx of stuff that I have coming in, I got to put a price tag on it. This is it.
yeah,
Just so, and it's like you either still deal with it or you don't.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it is different because like you look at it like you don't want to do that, but then okay, you give a low price tag to a couple artists that you know locally, right? And
Mm,
then just say like hypothetically speaking, fucking somebody like Bazaar want to come over and record.
mm,
Or fucking shit, anybody, Benny the Butcher, anybody want to come record, then that price
mm.
tag is going to be more because he's Benny the Butcher, or he's, you know what I'm saying, or he's whoever they is, Tyler the Creator want to come record. That
Yeah.
costs more. Like you like, hold up, yeah. And so you gotta have a price tag for certain people, but that's the right way to do it, like
Mm.
depending on the situation and shit. Because if that's your end game, because I mean, but if that was all that you did, then yeah, that would be your
If
end
your
game.
end game is money, then shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, your collaborations. How do you pick your collaborations? I see you got 313 Fresh, you got West Side. Hold on. Who is West Side Boogie?
West Side Boogie from so he was from he's affiliated with like Eminem, affiliated with
That's the
Kendrick
same West
Lamar.
Side Boogie. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, okay, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
How do you pick your collabs? Like,
Um, Honestly, it's just a matter of like when people say they want to do something, I'll be like, come on with it. Like you're either gonna
Yeah.
send it or you not, or if they or I reach out to them, be like, hey, I think this would be a dope look. Hey, let's do this or let's do that. The thing with West Side Boogie that just came like left field because he was on the pop up show with Kendrick, and I had been following him for a minute. And you know how people get on social media where like I'm gonna send these links to these celebrities. They ain't never gonna look at it. They never gonna do this, that, and the third. They look at that shit, bro. They look at that shit. Let me be the one to tell you they look at that. Um, because I screenshotted a little bit of the pop out show and I posted it. And I was thankful because it's like he's one of the artists where he deserves his flowers for everything that he's done towards the game. Like since I've been following him, it's just like you said with mine. It's been a uphill kind of
Yeah.
battle. So I shared that and I tagged him in it. And then like at like 4 in the morning, he messaged me back on Instagram. He looked at like my most recent songs that I put out, and then he said, "If you want to work, then let's hop on a
Yeah.
call. Let's name some prices, put it together, and then shit. That's something you just hop on." So I flew out to LA. We shot the video, put that out. So just stuff like that.
Yeah.
It can be random or it can be self pick like how I do it. Like a lot of the features like Kade, Snaz, Crim Foy, all those are just like love based. And because I've been around them so long, it's like we need to put something together, put something on the floor.
Yeah. That's just, I mean, because when I was looking, I said, West Side, but what the fuck? Yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Him,
and
All Star JR. I did a project with All Star JR probably like the year before. Just stuff like that.
damn. Shit, yeah. And that's dope. I mean, that's what how do you like this streaming shit? I mean, how are you selling music these days? And because I know you don't like streaming, nobody does. But how you selling music these days?
Now I'm getting towards more of the. I feel like I'm still putting stuff on streaming, but I'm putting it on streaming after I've already put it on like websites like Bandcamp or I use for like my EPKs, I use Bandzoogle just because I need an
Yeah.
EPK out there. So that has like all my career information, all my accomplishments and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I use Bandcamp. I've used even before, like I tried out even before it got hot. I put my project songs you may like on there. It's a 12 song project. I put it out for Sweetest Day,
Yeah.
um, and I made it a tape for the fellas because I feel like we don't get enough love that the women do on Valentine's Day. So I made it from our point of view as far as like heartbreak and shit like that.
Yeah.
I put that on even, made money
Okay.
on there, threw it on Bandcamp, made money on there. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
bet. So after like it kind of died down with like sales wise, I'm like, let me throw it up on streaming. And then
Yeah.
I do the same thing with like different songs. I kind of test them out. I tested Friday on Bandcamp. It did pretty well. Obviously, it's pretty good on streaming. But just for like important projects, I put like directly, strictly buyer.
Yeah.
So like my album that I'm working on, I'm probably gonna put on my website just so I feel like it's gonna be I want that to be purchasable instead of streamable.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, I just got that Foy and Cream not too long. Man, that's a hard ass album. That Friday, I need to get that.
Th-
I need to get that as soon as we get
This
out of
this
this.
this what I buy. The Crim
That
Foy.
out of whack. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I don't have the CD,
That's
but I
that's right.
have
Yeah.
I bought the digital and I ain't gonna
I bought the
ever
digital and I got the CD.
yeah, damn. Yeah, I got
That's
that.
the kind of shit that I do, man.
Yeah, that's real fucking love. I gotta get that Friday shit. That Friday, yo, man, that Friday shit hard as fuck though. Like,
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Like when I went to Bandcamp, because that's where I first heard of it. I love Bandcamp, and I went on
Mm.
there. I was just like, when I crack open some music, I'm usually smoking. Perfect, man.
Uh,
It was perfect, and I couldn't wait to do this shit. I could have did this show last week. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I couldn't wait. Like I really could because I was like, yo, this is a cool ass dude, man. Like, and I like that concept.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
What do you got coming in the future? Like, you working on any projects right now?
Right now I'm kind of here and there working on my album. I want to drop it at a certain time. I have more than enough time to finish recording. I just have to kind of sit down and do it. I have like the beats picked out, like I have the concepts picked out, and I know exactly what I want it to be. I'm probably like 5 or 6 songs deep. I only want it to be 10. But right now I'm kind of focusing on the merch drop. Um,
Ooh,
I got the I got the store dropping on Friday. So once that goes live, I'll be working on that. Kind of want to get more merch pieces together just so people can have something more physical coming from me. Just so I can kind of see where the support is before I drop the album. But project wise, I've been thinking about doing like a cover tape, just to put some fresh lyrics out there, put some ideas out there, let it hit the fan, and then probably drop like I want to record a few more videos, just album wise, like just to kind of stack things up and get that ball rolling for the album rollout.
yeah, that shit, that dude, that merch gonna look that's gonna be hard, man. Like, make sure
Yeah,
yeah, you got to get me your links because I'm gonna put it. They're gonna be in the description
for sure. I can
anyway,
send it today.
but yeah, yeah, send me all of that, man. I want to get into that. I want to say because I like the
Yeah.
vibes. I like the vibes. Music right now
Mm,
is I ain't gonna lie, over the past year, music has been real good. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's real good,
yeah,
but only
for sure.
it's only a few who catching on to this marketing thing and where we are. You one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like you have something for us. You know, let me ask you something though. Being an engineer, what's your don'ts when it comes to like you record? Like what don't you like in the studio about recording music and dealing with other
As
people?
far as like, okay, I was about to say, as far as so dealing with other people, it can vary.
Your do's and don'ts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's see. Oh, come on. Connection. Oh man, come on, connection.
To punch it. I don't like when people have like 14 punches. I don't like when they don't know their music or how they want it to sound. And then even like because I do the virtual mixing too, so like you can send your like if you already recorded your music but you wanted it mixed better, like you can send your stems. I like the folders to be organized. I like the stems to be like the full stems because you know how when people like try to mix it themselves and they like chop the vocals and they're like the small boxes instead of like the full boxes, like start to
Yeah,
finish. Like some people are saying like the small boxes, and I you got to insert that, listen to the reference track, and then figure out where to put these instead of kind of just lining it up how you would send it, making it easy as possible.
yeah.
I
Because
can
you got to
still do it,
reproduce
but
the
it'll take a
song.
little longer. You feel me? Like I can do it. It'll take a little bit longer, which I have no problem with. But just kind of stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just professionalism.
yeah. Anyway, that have you ever recorded somebody who didn't know how to record, like touch equipment, shit like
Uh,
that?
Honestly, I haven't had anybody that's like touched my equipment. Um, I feel like people kind of recognize that stuff costs a little bit more than it used to back in the day, so they don't touch it unless like you move it towards them or you adjust it for them, or even if they do want to move it, they'll ask first, and
Yeah,
then all you gotta say is no, I got you, how you want it, and stuff like that.
yeah. What's your mood when you record the album for yourself, though?
My mood pretty much. So I do the same thing every time I record a song. I go through like all the folders of beats I got. Like I have it organized. Like I have producer folders. I go through the beats, see what I want to work with, see what I already got, see what matches. And then I record with the light off a lot, with the window open, with like the fan in the background, just so it don't get hot with all the equipment running. And then like I'll smoke a little bit. Like I'll smoke my pen that way it don't smell like weed throughout the house. I'll
Yeah.
smoke my pen, have like maybe like 2 or 3 water bottles, and then I'll just record. Like I don't even like write, honestly. I used to sit in the studio and write for like hours trying to figure out songs. Now it's just like whatever comes out when I press record, then that's what's meant to be on that song. And then like I record like 2 bars, and then I go back, listen to it, write it down in my phone, and then keep going,
Yeah.
recycle, and then I recycle the whole 16 after it's like fully written after I've listened to it and recorded it 4 bar by 4 bar.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like freestyling every song, but I'm still writing it at the same time.
Yeah, so you evolved with the times. You just like, you know, that is right. I
Yeah.
bet it's a easier workflow though. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you get your
Yeah, for
creativity
sure.
down. Um, yeah. So, what shows? What do you got? Like show wise, you got shows coming up?
Shows coming up. I do. Hold on, I can pull it up. Right now on the calendar, we have actually, I don't have it there. Let me go here. I have, let's see. I know Friday we have in Pontiac at the 248 hotspot. And then on June 12th, we're at the Tangent Gallery for the Glizzy Fest.
The Glizzy,
And then we
hold on,
move back up to, yeah.
the Glizzy Fest.
It's a festival hosted by Dane Dope Rock. He he put together like it's like this huge festival, man, where he put together like hella people. It's called Glizzy Fest. It's like it has vendors of like different hot dog makers, different people who do stuff like that, and it's like hella artists on here, man. Like
That's
there's at
dope.
least like on this flyer, there's at least like 40 different artists on this group.
Damn.
It's like a whole festival. So just stuff like that. He also does art raps. Um,
Mm,
and then we got a couple more shows throughout the month, June, and then going into July. Trying to add more shows to the summer and fall list. I applied to a few festivals, so we're gonna see how that plays out. If I can get Dally in the Alley, that'll be a great
mm,
accomplishment. I've been trying to get on that for a few years, just because
mm,
I've been able to get on certain stuff. Like I've been on Corktown Music Festival. I did a piece of Dally in the Alley, but it was a
yeah.
festival inside of that festival. It was a hip hop fest.
Yeah.
I was on their portion of it. So that'll be pretty dope if I can get that.
Yeah. So that's what's up, man. Like so like are you working on hold up, when are you planning on dropping the project you're working on now?
Um, the album I want to drop in November on my grandmother's birthday. I've wanted to drop it on I've probably restarted this album at least twice. Just because like I didn't
Right.
like where it was going, and I ended up just putting it out as like different EPs and different songs.
Mm.
But I want to put it out for sure in November. Um, so yeah, probably her birthday is November 20th, so I want to put it out November 20th.
Oh, that's true. True. Mine on the 18th, man. That's
And
that's a good
that's
time.
only May, so we still got hella time.
Yeah. You thinking about are you getting into film? Do you think about getting into film, doing acting, any of that? You ever did that?
Um, I have not actually. I've been in like people's like music videos, but I haven't
Yeah.
done any like acting or anything like that. I wouldn't mind. That'll be something different. But I haven't, no.
Yeah. They cause out in Detroit, I watch this. I don't always watch it, but like this show will be on Tubi. You know what I mean? So like
Mm,
I see a
yeah,
lot of people from Detroit like on Tubi. Like I forgot the Dirty D
yeah.
is one of them.
Yeah, I got a friend who's on that, Jay Moore. He plays one of the security officers. Yeah.
Yeah, man. When they be talking about that shit out here in Atlanta, we be like, yo, the Detroit niggas,
Mm,
they be on that shit. They on every channel on Tubi,
yeah.
damn near. It's like Detroit, Detroit, Detroit,
Yeah.
Detroit.
Pretty much run to be for real, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you ever think about doing a documentary like in because in these days we're based on film, like everybody like to see you. You ever think about doing a documentary?
Yeah. I have actually. I kind of want to I want to do like a vlog style documentary for like when I'm building the album, like studio sessions, rehearsal shows, like day of shows, day after shows, and like just kind of in the mix of like building. Like it ain't even got to be like a full documentary where it's like an hour's worth of documentary, but it can be
Yeah.
like a 5 episode documentary type of thing where it's like leading up to it, kind of sort.
Yeah. Hell
That's
yeah.
what I've always that's my vision of like my documentary that I want to have for the album,
Yeah. That's hey,
even just in general.
that'll work too. That'll work. Cause we watch like before a boxing match, that's what I do. I watch the lead up and all of that. Like,
Mm.
do you get into wrestling? Do you watch wrestling?
I used to,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to get back into it.
Yeah.
When I got back into it this last time, that was when like John Cena was on his farewell tour. So now I'm
Yeah.
trying to find somebody new to kind of get interested in and listen, and not I ain't gonna say listen to, but kind of pay attention to in wrestling.
Yeah, that's how I am with it. I see a lot of people. I mean, it's blown up, and I'm like, I can't find nobody I like. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, everybody we grew up with retired, man.
it's over with. Yeah, the thrill is fucking out.
They either retired or they acting or they in one of the older leagues, like how Edge, he's in a whole different like older kind of wrestling league.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's the yeah. And
Mhm.
you're like, what the fuck? Like trying to figure it
Yeah,
out. I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
the talent ain't even there.
I'm yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not there yet. Like I can't I watch MMA, I watch a few things, but
Mm.
what do you watch? Like who are you? What do you do? You watch TV shows, you watch documentaries, what you watch? Shit.
Think you might have froze. Yo,
Yeah,
yo,
I froze.
yo.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. You hear me? Shit. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah. Man, yeah, it's my janky ass internet, man. I got speaking of streaming, I got everything streaming probably in the house. I have no idea.
Mm.
You know, but yeah, what do you watch?
Yeah,
Like
your video went out.
yeah. Oh, the video is out. Is it back?
Yeah, now I can see you. Boom.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you watch when you stream like when you just chilling? You watch what type of content you watch?
Honestly, I'm an old motherfucker, man. I be hopping on Netflix and watching First 48 and shit like that. Um like I just went through all 35 episodes of First 48. Um I hop on Netflix and watch people's documentaries, like stuff like that. I'm not really too big on like watching like live TV. I ain't watched live TV in a minute, like as far as like TV shows and stuff like that. More in the sports, baseball, just kind of stuff like that.
Yeah. That's I feel you on that. What about basketball? You watch basketball? Damn, my
That goes on in basketball lately too, man.
yeah. I stopped watching basketball, man. I'm a New York Knicks fan and
Mm.
I just can't watch basketball no more. Like for some odd reason, this last season was my last season. I'm like, this shit ain't basketball.
Mm.
This is I don't know what the fuck this
Yeah,
is. This ain't basketball.
it's getting kind of bad. And then what makes me what's giving me another reason is that they're not even like yesterday. They just announced that the Celtics coach won Coach of the Year, and that was one of them ones where it's like, bro, I got to take some time off for this because we held the first seed down all year. People had us projected as a 8 or 9 seed, and we held the 1 seed all year.
Yeah,
3 games behind the first seed in the West. How it's all a
yeah,
show, bro. Pistons
yeah.
facts.
And I thought I thought this was the Pistons year for real. Like to be honest, I thought that
Yeah,
was
or at least go a little farther.
yeah,
They struggled.
yeah, but it ain't about motherfucker. Did you okay? So you are on Instagram. So did you see the magnets when the motherfuckers were throwing the ball and it was just going in because the ball had the magnet in it? It's like
Uh,
what, dude? I
I
literally
haven't seen that.
after watching that video, I'll probably send it to you. After watching that video, bro, I cannot look at basketball the same no more.
Mm.
I know
I've
some.
always heard of like I always thought that was a meme. I've always heard like when somebody make too many shots, they be like, "Oh, he got a magnet ball." But I didn't think that was a real thing. So that's a
No.
real thing. I'm gonna have to kind of look into that.
Yo, man, this should have changed it. It kind of sent me, everybody's antennas up anyway about everything right now in time. So
Yeah, because everything's AI, bro.
yeah,
They don't know what's real and what's not.
yeah, that's the messed up part. How do you incorporate AI? Like, do you use it? How do you fuck with AI?
Um, I don't use it how other people use it. People use it for like everything. I use it for like building like budgets. I use it for like our input like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. This is what I got. How do you think this is going to work? And it'll give me like a breakdown of like you should try to tweak this instead of doing that and just stuff like that. I don't overly use it. I don't use it for flyers. I don't use it for like lyrics. I don't use it for pictures. I used it for April Fool's joke once for I made an April Fool's joke that I got signed by Little Caesars and I got unlimited pizza as an April Fool's joke. And people fell for it, man. They fell for that shit. It
Niggas
was
try
a
to get
horrible
signed by
picture
Little
too. Like
Caesars.
you feel me? It looked like shit. But I don't use it how a lot of people use it. Like I see people's flyers and they all look alike. Like, and it bothers me because like Canva is $10, bro. Like if you ain't got $10 to invest in Canva, I think we have bigger issues here. That's what I use is Canva,
That's
and
where
it produces better shit than AI.
it do, and you still can be creative. Like I have some stuff like we going right now, we doing like some rebranding shit going on right now. So we played with it, but then yeah, it sends you the same thing that everybody got. It's the weirdest shit in the world when you can snap a picture and go to Canva and do that. Like you can do that, but you ain't gotta look like everybody else. Um, what do you think about AI rappers though? You think that's gonna last? You think that's a real thing? Well, it's
Unfortunately, it is a real thing. Like
yeah,
the producer Timberland, he has a AI artist where he took a lot of those people's because he used to
damn
do
sure
like the
did.
the TikTok live shit, and he
Yeah,
took like a lot of their lyrics, a lot of their concepts, and put it into his generator and made this quote unquote artist. I don't know if he still pushes it or anything like that, but as far as like AI artists, I think it's gonna be here, unfortunately, until they come up with a rule where you have to like have like actual stems or actual like origin based music. Just because it's a lot of that going on, like people use it, people are gonna use it. So it's I don't really care for it because it takes the fun out of being like an actual artist. Like if a
yeah,
motherfucker can hop on Chat GPT and say, hey, make me a song with Drake. And then you upload your song with the open verse, and then they throw a Drake on there, and it sounds like Drake. Then it's like, bro,
yeah. Just
I
blew
can't
it.
I can't compete with that unless I got money.
Yeah, yeah, and that's some weird times we living in, man. What
Yeah.
where do you think the world is going in the next year? How long do you think it'll be before robots are taking most of the jobs?
Um, Honestly, I give it like another 5 because they're already kind of moving towards that direction. They have like drones delivering Amazon packages. They have like robots moving into the Amazon warehouses doing specific jobs. So they're kind of moving towards that wave. So I say about another 5 years to where we're in competition with robots.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
because I feel like the technology advancement has been so strong. Like I don't know how long. I was talking about this in class. I forgot which class though. It was recent. No, it was in my one of my communication classes I just finished last semester. We were talking about AI, and I was talking about how that Tupac hologram that
yeah,
was like what year was that? 2017, 2018. I
yeah,
can't think of the date offhand, but if they were doing that then, like I can only imagine what progress they got from that till
yeah.
now, like years later. So just thinking about stuff like that.
Oh, dude, like if you look at it, because that's what I say about all the time. When people talk about AI and some, I know the government. Like by the time we get anything, like the government, the military, they already perfected that shit. Like it's perfected. So they probably had AI like in the fucking 60s. I mean, who
Yeah, for
knows?
sure.
Who
They
knows?
just weren't able to. They weren't able to perfect it how they can perfect it now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, people couldn't like, but what about the government?
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, we don't know what the fuck's like. We don't know. Them could have been fake ass presidents, and they could have been doing that shit
Mm.
the whole time. And they like,
Yeah,
fuck it, let's give them to the public. You know what I'm saying? Let's
right.
spoon feed the public. Because I seen it like what you was talking about the Tupac thing, and like 1880 something. They did that. That's when they started having holograms. They had holograms back
Mm.
then. They were doing hologram shows. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
See, yeah. You can only imagine how much progress they're making with the technology advancements that we got now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it only gets worse. And well, it gets worse, but that only gets better.
Yeah, yeah. I think I think after a while, and I hate to say, I was talking about AI today. World, I think they're gonna get to where, yeah, they're not gonna need humans to work jobs no more. I think we're gonna get to that point.
Yeah, for sure.
But then I think then world hunger will probably end. It'll be a lot of peace, but at what fucking cost? And ain't on no
Yeah.
religious shit. I'm just on some just real everyday shit. At
Mhm.
what cost will all of this will things get better? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like us not having to work, just chilling. Because then it's like
What do
humans,
you do now?
yeah, humans thrive on the grind.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what do you do to make money if you don't have if a robot took your job? Like what do you do after that? Like
yeah,
what kind of consumerist environment are we gonna have?
yeah. And what if they say, well, the robots can do the jobs and everybody's lifestyle is pretty much free, almost. You know what I mean? Like everybody get a food allotment. That's a scary place to be in
Yeah.
because then they control what we eat at all times. They control our
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean? Like that's why I
They
say,
control our spending, they control because they're giving us the money.
yeah,
They're giving us an allowance.
yeah, that's some crazy shit. They got a car, like in 27. Yeah, yeah, in 27, no cars will be built without the government kill switch.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Like, nigga, what?
And they already got self-driving cars with that Waymo shit.
Yeah, we got them out here. Yeah,
Don't get it twisted. I done flipped the whole script. I'm feeling different. I done flipped the whole script. I'm feeling different. Time to get to the pay. It's no limits. Another Friday in the hood. I got paid, feeling good. Roll that pack up in the wood. Blow it down like we should. Another Friday in the hood. I got paid, feeling good. Roll that pack up in the wood. Blow it down like we should.
I've always wondered why the folks who told us lies, like keep your head down and just grind, and working 9 to 5, so you get a chance to shine when it's finally time to pop out on a Friday. But I ain't listen, I had to do it my way. 10 years later and I'm printing out of my basement. I'm not a rapper, but Boogie then gave me my placement. It hit different when your dog's on the same pages. The energy you got is always contagious, so I'm constantly on watch for people that's hating. Don't let them trick you out your spot and you gon' make it. This is the formula to pop, no faking. Sometimes we hustle till the day's gone. Sometimes we party till sun rays come. Either way we give praise to the great one and give thanks for trouble we got away from.
Another Friday in the hood. I got paid, feeling good. Roll that pack up in the wood. Blow it down like we should. Another Friday in the hood. I got paid, feeling good. Roll that pack up in the wood. Blow it down like we should.
Really good.
yeah, man. I told you like that video was nuts, wasn't it?
Bro, Nah, it made me think of like how the shots was going in. It makes me think of like how crispy some of the shots going. Now I gotta think about what I gotta, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
probably,
that shit, that
that's some
shit.
crazy shit to watch.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. See, like with my with my base, what baseball, I still that's my passionate sport. So I started looking for I started looking for videos of that happening. But then I was
Mhm.
like, you can't really do that because you got to pitch. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like you really can't do that. The ball going too many different places. So I haven't
yeah,
found nothing on baseball. Football, you probably could do that, but you got to have a lot of people in on that shit. Like
yeah,
it's just hard. But basketball, that's totally possible. Uh
yeah. That's crazy. To
yeah,
see
that
that is crazy.
it's almost probable if you're basketball because literally, like if I'm the commissioner of basketball, I can control that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Whatever he say goes, which is crazy to think about.
yeah, man. So I don't. That's why. Like after last year, I seen SGA win, and they was like, "Yeah, he the greatest of all time," and all that shit. I was like, "Man, fuck basketball. This shit weak." And like, like this shit weak as fuck. Like, nigga, like we just and then all right. So you in Detroit, and then you just seen Rasheed Wallace and Chauncey Billups, all them niggas
Mhm.
like they was playing basketball like
Yeah, they was
overnight.
hooping.
Yeah, overnight they got everybody shooting 3 pointers and making them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then after I see that video, I'm like, oh fuck no. Oh no.
Hmm.
That's how they making all these 3 pointers. Like,
How many people shooting from half court? How many people shooting from that hash mark? Everybody can't be good from shooting threes. So now I'm gonna think
bro,
about it subconsciously now.
bro, that's crazy.
So
People shoot from half court, like just pulling up half court,
like regularly, yeah,
like man, get the fuck out of here. I done tried
it's all
shooting from
good.
half court. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
uh,
hard. That
yeah,
shit hard.
yeah. What's your biggest hurdle, man, in this whole thing of getting everything done, getting to where you are? Like, what was
Mhm.
your biggest hurdle? Um,
Um, I would say my biggest hurdle is just kind of believing in myself and taking out the ego portion. I feel like a lot of people lead with ego. They lead with like kind of the thinking they can't be replaced or they have something that can't be replicated. Granted, some things can't be replicated, like
right.
as far as like people's like influence and stuff like that. But I just feel like kind of believing in myself, being more patient with myself, and just having faith. I feel
Right.
like before I lacked a lot of confidence. I lacked a lot of like different things to where I couldn't operate how I operate now. And just getting over being more personable. I feel like I'm much more into having conversations with people. I'm much more into just interacting with people more, making new friends, making new fans, supporters, and stuff like that. It's not as hard as it used to be because it's just like now it's just like genuine conversations and just talking to people.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of podcasts, or are you on a podcast tour now? Like, what's going on with that?
I
Yeah.
used to do a podcast. Probably during I had a podcast. It was running during COVID. We would do like the virtual thing over. That was like I probably did like 5 episodes into that, and then it was like taking up too much time, and we had too many conflicting portions of it. So I kind of stepped out of that. I've only been doing like interviews for like a few years now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I haven't gotten to many podcasts. I was just actually on a podcast not too long ago. It's called the Rap Cave Podcast. They do like
Yeah.
reviews on sports, mainly like album
Damn.
and music reviews, and just stuff like that. They reviewed my album back in. They reviewed Don't Back Down back in like October, November when it first dropped.
Mm. That shit dope. Yeah, I said that because I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go watch that shit. I love to like after I interview people, I like to go see their other interviews because before the show, I try not to talk to the person I'm gonna interview before the show much. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
study them and get to see who they are and then meet them when I actually do it.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna go get into all of that stuff, man. Like
Yeah, I can send you a link. I can send you a link right now, actually,
yeah,
or
okay,
at
for
least
sure.
after.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, go ahead because I damn sure get into it, man. Shit, that's shit. I like to see what motherfuckers be doing and saying. I be outside of what I've looked at myself, because I try to stay into
Yeah.
your social media and straight music. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
then it's a lot to an artist, and that's why the podcast boom is kind of cool. That shit ain't for everybody. Like that shit, you gotta
Yeah.
really have a passion for being on the radio. Like if like me, radio personality, and then you get a podcast, that makes sense. But like
Mm.
just to be podcasting, that shit takes up so much time. That shit like being an
Yeah. And
artist.
after a while, it kind of like, especially if you ain't talking about nothing, it'll kind of fall off.
See
That
that?
that'd be the main thing. Like you got to be talking about something. You got to have your thing that you're talking about that makes you different. Otherwise, you just gonna be a podcast potting it up.
You ain't lying. That's what I tell people, man. And I know a lot of these podcasters, they be like they be on these bots because I be like, nah, I go off strictly organics. Like I be, like organic numbers because you want to see who actually fucking engaged. And then I watch a podcast and I be like, dude, it ain't no way 250,000 people watch this shit. It's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Like and so that's one of the things. Payola that slipped over into this, and actually, you guys are my celebrities. Like when I don't, I've met everybody. I've done all the shows, like concert wise. You know what I'm saying in real life. But like the guys I meet, like you, and so I start liking y'all. I put y'all in my playlist, and if we can do work in the future together, I love it. But um, where can I find your I don't know where I was going with that because I didn't smoke what 2 blunts. But where can we all find your music at, family? And your content.
You can find pretty much you can find all my music. It's on like all the streaming platforms. If you want to spend $1 with me, because I'm only charging $1, you can find that on boogie.bandcamp.com. That's BUGEY.bandcamp.com. Everything's $1 on there. Um, my YouTube is the same, ACEBUGEY. Instagram the same, ACEBUGEY. And then my for the clothing page is Smiley World Clothing.
Smiley World Clothing.
Yep, Smiley World Clothing. That
Okay.
drops on Friday.
Yeah. How'd you come up with the name of Ace, your rap name, like Ace Boogie? How did you come up with that?
Pretty much I came so the name was it derived in two instances. The first instance it was just Ace when I first came out. And that was like around the time where like I was in the Dearborn men's basketball league.
Yeah.
It was like a kids league. I think it was like what was it? I think it was like the D12 Dads League or something like that. I was the starting point guard, so they had me as Ace.
Word.
And then I put that into like the rap name. And then I broke my arm when I was playing basketball. And then that's when I like actually started like trying to rap and stuff like that because I broke
Yeah.
my arm, so it was like I wasn't really worried about trying to play basketball no more.
Uh,
And then I had to added Boogie because I needed something that kind of made a difference between like because everybody and their mom was coming out with the moniker of Ace, Ace this, Ace that.
yeah.
So I just added something different. I added Boogie, how Suge Knight does his with
Yeah.
the silent letters in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bet that's dope. And Smiley World Clothing. How'd you come up with that
Mm.
name?
So back when I first released my project, Nice to Meet You, I had the smiley face, like the smiley face I have on my hand with like the bullet hole in the middle. It's kind of like a rendition of Kill Shot, I think it is.
Mhm.
And I made that into a merch. It was like a yellow t-shirt with like this design on it. And then a few years later I kind of fixed it up just because I was in a different mentality than I was when I came out with that first piece of merchandise. I put the band-aid over the middle of the forehead where the bullet is and kind of made a heal all wounds kind of thing.
Oh
And then I
shit.
called it Smiley World just because it's the smile. And every time I put something out, the smile either been in the background or it's been part of the cover art. It's been part of the release process. So just that's Smiley World, and then I keep the band-aid on there just because it shows like it's a signal of healing.
That's pretty fucking hard. I like that shit. Man, you got a positive message
Appreciate it.
behind what you're doing, man. Like that's one thing I noticed. Like you work with the nonprofits. You got a pot. I mean, you're
Mhm.
real. Yeah, like you really think about this. Um, I got a question. What's 313 day? What's that?
313 day.
Yeah.
So that's the March 13th. That's the day that Detroit celebrates like its independence. So it's an important day for like Detroit, because that's our day. Happy birthday, Detroit is on that day. Um, so a lot of people throw like concerts, they throw like different movements and stuff like that, just to kind of celebrate 313.
Yeah. If you was the mayor of Detroit, what are two changes that you would make immediately?
Um, you said two.
Yeah.
The first change, I would say, huh, the first change I would say I would make, I would be a little more strict on these badass kids, just because it's kind of been like a uptick in like different stuff with the kids kind of like acting out. They've been doing these teen takeovers and fucking stuff up.
See
People are
that?
blaming it on the fact that they don't have nowhere to go, but it's like they're actually like doing shit they're not supposed to be doing. Like they going into gas stations 100 deep, stealing stuff off the shelves. They're getting into fights and stuff like that when they can just go to these parks that we have open. They can go to these rec centers. There's two rec centers they just built downtown. They just built up some parks, so you can't really use the excuse of they don't have nowhere to go. Um, and then the second thing, I would make local tuition free.
Mm,
So like in the state of Michigan, like for like community colleges, like obviously the main universities you can't have it free, but as far as like the community colleges, it'll be free.
yeah. I like that, man. That's right. I always wonder why the fuck like just in state wasn't free. Like to a certain degree. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like to a certain
And a lot of people
degree.
have it free. We just don't,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
at least or at least a discount.
I'm talking about like a real disc, something that's like really
Yeah.
affordable because like I paid so much for college, man. Like I was in college from fucking 19 to 39, 37. Like nigga,
hmm That
like
that shit ain't cheap.
fuck no, in and out that motherfucker. Like, and the only reason why I couldn't graduate in my early years because I couldn't afford it,
hmm
and that's what financial aid and everything. Um,
And then they'll cut you off too. The financial aid,
yeah, that cut your ass off.
like if you use too much, they'll cut you off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I know the hard way. That's why I didn't graduate till like I got in my 30s. Like it didn't
Mhm.
work. Like my 20s, I just burnt that shit up. Um, so like you have any shout outs?
Um, I would just shout out like Rap Camp in its entirety. Like artist wise, like every artist that's in there, they're doing their own thing. Um, and just shout out to everybody who's kind of pushing their own and keeping on. There's no specific like names or anything like that, but I feel like some people who feel like they are like doing a lot. Um, Shout out to the people who aren't afraid to get up in the morning and continue out pushing like whatever dream they have, or pushing out like whatever grind they have going, like whether that's you're working for a house or working for a new car or working for a way to feed your kids. It's just all about that. So I pretty much just a generalized giving everybody their flowers.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, because this is a grind. I mean, shit to wake up every day and like entertain the world is it's crazy, especially with technology. Like I say, technology has that's like the biggest topic in my head right now. Um, because I don't know where tech is going. And 100 years ago, you barely had any of this shit.
Yeah.
Uh, Let me ask you something. Like, yeah, matter of fact, since I'm on that shit, I asked my sister this earlier. Like, okay, it only took us 100 years to. I mean, like, let's say 120 years to get here with the internet, cards. We're on Zoom and shit like that. So the Earth is longer than 100 years. What do you think we ever did this shit before as human beings?
Um, I would say so, just because there was the before Christ thing. Um, well, even that was like after like the dinosaur stuff. But
Yeah,
I would like to think so, yeah. Just because there's all type of different like there's different type of creations on different planets and stuff like that.
yeah. Because I mean, you think about if humans did this in 100 years, like within 100, like going from horses and buggies to like we can see everybody on the planet and all that shit. And then you think about
Mm.
like for thousands of years, people been here, so like they never thought about doing this. And thousands of
Yeah,
years,
exactly.
it's like what the
Yeah.
fuck? That's what the conversation was like this morning. I was like, that could have caused all of these different cataclysms or whatever. I don't know, but
Mm.
it's where we at. And I'm gonna see how far it goes. Would you become a cyborg if it come down to it? Would you become a cyborg?
um, I would say yes and no. I would want to be like a like the androids from Dragon Ball Z. I would want like a endless energy bank just to kind of keep me going. But other than
Right.
that, I don't think I do well as a robot. I feel like you can't do a lot as a robot. You don't have like the same functionalities.
Yeah, you
And as long
think
as you have that power bank, you can't die by like sickness or anything like that. You can just mechanically go wrong and that's it.
that's me, man. I'm like on the fence with that. I'm like when they come up with like if they had immortality now, would you choose to see
Mm.
what that's like?
I would. Just to see like just to be able to see what just to see what kind what life turns out to be like, see how far that we go as a human race and see what changes. I want to see what changes are to come after our time is done,
Yeah, I kind of do too. Hey, you
or
gave
see
a
what like the next big wave is, like even if it's like music or revolutions and stuff like that.
yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a real honest answer because that's what I was thinking too. That's what I was saying earlier. I was like, we all say nah to this and nah to that, but if they had a, a something that you could drink and make you, or like technology that could make you live longer, like maybe 300 years, I
Mm.
think most people would take that.
Yeah, just because it puts you in a mindset of where you're comfortable and you're not worried about like sickness or health because you have that bank.
Yeah. That's dope shit. But I think that's what I was watching the video and they was like,
I wouldn't be surprised if they got it already.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't be surprised either. Have you ever heard of Neuralink?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Yeah, Neuralink is like making like disabled people like better than functional. Like they're like whatever the internet can do, they can do it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they are AI. They literally are AI. They can come up with like the answer to anything, and they was just disabled. And I'm just like, hold up, that's an advantage.
especially with all these, especially with all these surgeries that people have. I wouldn't be surprised if you can change how somebody looks and you can change how people's genetics are. I wouldn't be surprised if you can recreate and create yourself as a robot or mix yourself with different robotics.
I think that's why they was see, I'm out in Atlanta, so like and this is not to offend nobody, but I think that's what the big transgender thing been about. You know what I'm saying? It's not like about how they feel, but I think doctors are trying to see if people can take these surgeries like that, then they can, you know what I'm saying, see what they can do to alter the body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's more of a
Because they
social.
already do it with animals.
Right. I mean, they
If they do it with
cloning.
animals, then
Yeah, you clone a sheep. It ain't no
mm-hmm.
fucking way you can clone. You can't clone a human. That is crazy.
Yep.
I I seen the ear growing off a pig. They grew a man's ear off a pig back. I was like,
Yeah. See if they doing it from animals, then technology a motherfucker, man. I'm telling you.
yeah, man. Man, Ace, thank you for coming on, man. You got
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
yeah, we're gonna hit your links up. We're gonna do everything to follow you, man. And I'm gonna get that album. So everybody go get Friday. What's the full name of that album? Because it's not just Friday.
It's the Friday EP. Just because, well, it's the Friday EP like as a whole, and I did that because like there's different like skits and bits and pieces of like the different Friday movies in there, so that's why I just
Yeah.
overall called it Friday.
Yeah. That shit, that's that shit, man. I appreciate you coming on. We're gonna follow everything you do. Hopefully you come back to the show at some
Of
point.
course, anytime.
Yeah, man, because I like the podcast. Like, I ain't gonna even bullshit. Like, and if you got anything come on, go and just hit me up, man. But yeah, y'all
Hell yeah.
make sure y'all go check out Ace Boogie on all platforms. Anything you want to say before you go out? Anybody?
Uh, I just appreciate you having me on, man. I appreciate the opportunity and your time because you could have interviewed anybody. You could have used either. You could have been doing something else. I just appreciate your time, man. Appreciate it.
Damn, I appreciate you, family. And
Appreciate like the genuine love towards what we're doing,
yeah,
especially somebody who's like they're not based here. So it is nice to have other eyes looking at us.
yeah, man. Yeah, I look around for good hip hop, bro. Like I love hip hop. I grew up
Appreciate
on
it.
it. I've done everything in hip hop, and now that I'm 45 years old, I'm sitting my ass back and I'm
Mhm.
talking to y'all that's out here making this shit what it is, man. And y'all got something new. So um everybody go check out y'all. I mean, check out his music and shit, I don't know, man. Hell, this is a good ass podcast. And nice meeting you, man. Real shit. Uh,
Nice meeting you too. I
uh,
appreciate it.
but yeah, and hopefully, man, I can hop on that goddamn remix, man. I might remix that motherfucker
I can
myself.
send it to you. I can send that shit to you tonight.
Yeah, I can't. I ain't gonna rap on the motherfucker, but I might. I don't know. I gotta do something with it. I gotta join. I gotta join the show. You send that motherfucker, man. You straight.
Hell yeah, I can get that. I can get that together.
All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Ace Boogie. All right.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
You ain't got. Don't cut it off just yet. I'm gonna hit stop.
It's finally Friday, man. Another Friday in the hood. I got paid, feeling good. Roll that pack up in the wood. Blow it down like we should. Another Friday in the hood. I got paid, feeling good. Roll that pack up in the wood. Blow it down like we should. Fresh about the job, finna punch me the clock. Another 40 hours in, you know the grind don't stop. For my 9 to 5 workers, nothing wrong with a job.